There was an idea
to bring together a group of remarkable people.
To see if we could become something more.
So when they needed us, we could fight the battles
that they never could.
We have our Apex champions.
Welcome to ALGS Challenger Circuit Split 2 Week 2 for APAC South. We've got 20 teams out here that would maybe missing just one right now in the lobby. I hope they get in shortly. We got them fighting to make their way into the LCQs. That's the last chance qualifier against some of our Pro League teams. 10 of those we already know. Yesterday was decided with the final regular split 2 week for Pro League. Our bottom 10 eliminated, the top 20 going on to regional, top 20 going to regional finals next weekend. You'll be able to watch that on this channel, but right now we got the Challenger Circuit. We're on a 10-minute delay. I'm your host and caster. I'm Brad. It's my channel. You guys know who I am, hopefully, especially if you're here all the time. We got the action coming your way shortly. Are we just looking for one team to get in the lobby? Not sure what's happening with them. Let's have a little look at the squads that are out there before the action gets underway. So Naos Esports coming in. Once again, second place last month to Bear Claw Gaming. They're looking to go one better to confirm their spot in the LCQs. And then HKUF, Oxygen Viclau Black Road, they were up there, as was No One Need. Vanilla sent Zambugs and Tracking Bag. YXZD, they performed admirably once again. DRG. The 4 Fun Squad, yes. A little bit of Pro League experience there. Gunberry Okasan, Apex Assassins, Marshall. Ronan those being the one doing a lot of work I've seen in the previous rounds. Astronic Esports, Ash Esports making their debut in the finals. HWN. No Regret Life Classic. And a few others there. We've got Team MILF, but unfortunately they're missing from the lobby. Not gonna lie, a little disappointed there. Not because of the name. But we've got some quality gamers. That was going to be Donson, Heatlifer, and Nathan 2K. So unfortunately won't be seeing them out here, at least for game one. Not sure what is happening with them. But we will see. We will see. As the lobby loads on up here. Give you a quick look at just how it all works here. Nothing too crazy. We're not going to go too deep into it, but we are at Challenger Circuit 2 here. So looking to go into the championship qualifiers, the LCQs, against some of our bottom teams from the Split 2 Pro League, ALGS for APAC South. But we're going into the lobby here. Game time is upon us. Got Nails Esport, Catalyst, Horizon. Probably going to get us here. No, going with the Fuse is Nails Esports. Looking a little different than most of the lobby. Of course, it's been a lot of Catalyst and Seer on a lot of these squads. We're starting on World's Edge. Catalyst, Seer, Valkyrie. That's what we're seeing on most of our squads. Exclamation score if you want to check out the overall leaderboard and all that. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go in for game 1 here. So let's do it. Let's start us off. Oops. It's like, got the wrong bloody... The wrong... game number up there, but that's kind of okay. We don't actually need it, because we can just use our top reference. We got game 1. Calendar circuit, final... out there. Looks like we've got a little bit of action. Immediately jump to Ash Esports. Already got one down here. Does DRG. Willie, Renosuke, and Taiyu Yuan. As you can see, Lulu Home also going down in the kill feed. So a couple of contests. We'll bring up the map shortly so you can have a little look at it. We've got a few teams engaging. We're going to stay on board DRG versus Ash Esports. It's like Ash Esports is already on the run, looking to not fight this contest, which usually don't usually go running from it, but guess that's what the Ash Esports way is here in game 1. And right now, as you can see, Taiyu Yuan. Let's go and looking. Charge rifle car in hand with a bit of blue armor. Let's duck away from this. Apex Assassins are actually going to be eliminated first because only 19 teams in this lobby. Looks like got 4 fun engaging here all the way north at Climatizer. Up against the Young King squad. Seems they're also looking to back away from this engagement. So teams not doing the usual contest and fight it out. The superiority of your POI. Let's bring up the map and have a little look where everyone is. Where we're going for our first game here.
Standard stock here. Level 2.
And it looks like we're going down south. Just a little bit towards Tree. A few shots are being taken still for this team from Climatizer. Rotating all the way down towards Tree. Harvester. We'll see exactly where that finishes up. No one landing Tree, it would seem. Does HKUF move in from launch site here? It seems Frag East, Overlook, Epicenter all being somewhat free. But for now, this squad's still taking a little bit of heat. And looks like they're running into a little bit of danger here up at Survey Camp. Because for fun, hunted them down. It looks like Rococo and the crew are thinking maybe let's back out. We know there's a third party already watching and waiting. And the Young Kings just going to be able to sort themselves out. As For Fun backs up just momentarily. Duck over the no one need. A little bit of trials action here. The issues seems to have been fixed in the loot. But now Zambugs, Vanilla Sense, and Tracking Bad. We get a little involved potentially. Against Godhand down below. Cloverist needing a Phoenix kit already, but has the gold armor. But needs to be careful here. The Godhand. So we're going to grab some loot still, it would seem, as they first rotate away for fun. It's like survey camp. They're thinking a little bit. They're thinking a little. We should go check this out. And again, thank you for all the follows coming in. I see those. Let's see what Rococo flatline. Oh, getting the crack here. At range with that 2 times. No down, but got them on the run. XDP. Having to get that medkit off, and I'm sure they're running a little low on utility and health here already. Under the pump. The only thing they seem to have enough of is ammo. As they get scanned by one of those survey beacons. But for now, the Young King's going to rotate to Skyhook. And Godhand, well, they're here as well. Could potentially have a little engagement, but we've got a little bit going on right now. Let's bring up that map again. So, as you can see, everyone funneling into tree. No real shock there. Oh, it looks like we do have that engagement at Lava Fissure suddenly kicking off after the ring takes trials out of the equation.
Quadrant out here. We could jet over there.
One charge rifle. Oxygen getting Noxy. And LP Warrior going to be taking out the charge rifle, just doing a little bit of light work already. I'm sure we'll see plenty of it today.
Light ammo here.
As always, it's a fun time with this weapon out in the kill feed. I'm sure no one is, no one's at all annoyed by it today. I'm sure just everyone enjoys having it in, well, every squad's hands, I'm sure, by the end of the day. We hear a little nemesis in the distance. We jump over to the No One Need squad, forming fairly strong in the semi-finals. Getting up close and personal now, beaming on the climb up the R9, cooking. Vanilla Sense wingman. The squad easily able to wipe out SWQ Young.
I'm here. So let's get you a duo.
And the B team of SWQ. Not able to start the way the main squad did in Pro League in that second group.
Care package there.
Oh, little cat wall, Vanilla Sense. Suddenly having to back up. As the Skyward dive, should they need to make a high velocity exit, but Godhand is not getting too aggressive right now. And Cloverist on Twitch. Maybe give him a little stream, maybe give a little love if you want to go give him a follow. We see him move up on the edge of the zone. Doesn't want to get his feet red. Oh, very up close and personal. All these shots could get the knock. Cloverist though getting close to being downed. His teammates start to go with their G7 Scout. Gonna move up his Zydracois. This for fun is eliminated. No One Need is on the run. And they're thinking maybe the Sky would dive here. That's exactly the play to get out of here and hopefully one little piece. Don't think they'll be going back for Zambug's banner right now with 16 squads in the game. So Zam, tracking bad, I should say, gonna heal up and we're gonna jump away over a little Tiao and the tank squad. See what a 3 times fully kitted Havoc has for us with an Eva 8. The Mad Maggie here, no Catalyst. This is a bit more of an aggressive team as Yao moves up. Going for a little climb up here. Failed. Turns it on. You're watching the Apex Rising. We saw a little engagement here with It's Timmy winning it. Right now, it's Tao with the Turboed Havoc. Getting a little assist from the team as Unreal's put down. There's only one standing. Fox goes beaming. Gonna drop. Gonna clean up. And good luck. Not so much for game one here. So another squad sees its end. Let's go check in on Ash Esport and see how that duo's doing. They've actually managed to bring back the squad to full strength. Obviously, a little knock here. I think that might have just been due to the ring. A poorly timed medkit potentially for Kazi. Now, able to rotate in towards our end zone down at tree. I do see Donson in the chat. Unfortunate to not see you out there, Donson, but maybe in a month's time we'll see you in the final. We'll jump over to Classic. And let's see what Proto lope to Justin. Right now it's Alu stepping out with a little cup. 26 gonna have to duck in all the Arcstar. Getting the knock here. Oh, might be able to trade it. Right now, Blue, gonna get step out aggressively with the little flatline, and they're gonna put two down suddenly. And after Proto gets knocked, gonna get picked up, reset, just gonna hold. Oh, nice little pre-fire, read it perfectly, but it's gonna be put down. Gunbuddy Oko-san gonna be eliminated, and the Classic squad stands up. They're gonna be able to reset, loot up, and get moving to the west as we jump away to NRL. And the Maggie, this Chinese team, we've seen popping off in a lot of lobbies, just not quite able to get to that Pro League level yet. They've pushed a lot of these teams. As the Mad Maggie right drill goes through, and he's cooking a little bit with it, his PP. When X went one, BP going in says, catch my ball. They've got one isolated here, goes in with the Mastiff, and Vic is going to be put down all too easily. They can just play a little slow now. Gonna heal up and then go in with their Catalyst wall. When 7 is swinging. They've got the second one down, they're just looking for the third. It's like, might have found a third party, potentially. The Mastiff gets the knock, Black Road. No. Haven't been able to find the last remaining one of HKUF. Oxygen escapes. 1 HP. 1 HP. Somehow able to get out of there with the life of the squad in his hands. Barely able to breathe that oxygen in. We jump back to Classic. It is moving back towards Harvester, going for that somewhat bridge and south side of Harvester ending. Let's have a little look at the zone so you can check it out for yourself, as team's going to have to move away back towards Harvester. As you can see, Tracking Bad and the crew got a little company, so we're going to jump straight into that engagement as I Kill Only Noob. No one needs going to be eliminated, and it looks like the Young Kings, third party, explosively. So the Young Kings. Flame Harvester for theirs for now. Ash Esport, just a little south of them and those buildings between the bridge and Harvester's south side. It's going to be holding it with the Catalyst wall. It's got a Loba here, which very useful for that reset. Might have actually crafted that banner because Forgot that's a thing. Because we have not seen much of Loba played in comp settings just yet. Not too much success, but for now, maybe today will be the day for Asher Esports. This tank squad's going to be taken out. Let's go over to NRL once again. Got a team above them here. No Valkyrie, so again, they'll have to just walk it the old-fashioned way. So Stronic Esport. Haven't done too much just yet. Let's see what Polaris, Viola and J-Mac can do. A little stunned. Oh, you're going to cop the ball and it's going to stun once again and PP's going to back out, crank a bat. It looks like Astronic's going to be eliminated here by No Regret Life. HW and Esports eliminated as well, so 8 squads stand as we see teams fly into Harvester. Now it's Esport. Check on the Hatu coached squadron of Sintel Madness Fair, doing very well on World's Edge last time. Storm Point. I might be getting these maps wrong, but World's Edge was their map. Storm Point, not so much. We'll see how they fare today in these 6 games. It's HKUF, Oxygen, the solo, found and eliminated. And they're out. Works their way up to the bridge. Like ZD, the team holding it, but the Catalyst wall gives them that cover to rotate a little bit, though it looks like they've got another team looking to cut them off a little bit. And they're out. Trying to figure out their game plan. No rush, though, because it's only the 4th ring closing. They've still got a bit of cover to work with at the bridge, and, well, they can hold it and move under it. The end zone starts to favour Ash Esports here for game 1 of our Challenger Circuit. Split 2, week 2. You might have forgotten it was week 2 because it was a whole gosh darn month ago that we all got together for Challenger Circuit week 1. We love that. 4 months for 8 days of games. Huh. Great. It's great. ALGS Esports just chilling here. Squad below, Young Kings.
Let's reposition here.
Zins, XDP, and 2D. Not doing too much. No Regret Life. Classic. Looks like running a duo, and where exactly are you? Just jammed in. Just hoping no one knows where exactly they are. Next DP, unless he goes with the scan straight at him. Which it seems they might know. They're keeping their eyes back as Zins gives a little smoke to ALGS Esport and going to move up to this building close to our final ending spot for game 1 here. Bangol throws it out. Decides try to get it ready for the final fight. See what these shots are like. The 17. Well, going over the head is in. Maybe just warning shots, covering fire. Maybe not. Wants to try and get the knocks now. Xan2D swings a little bit, just opening up the angle as the ring's gonna force the squads in. Got to be careful of Nails Esport here though. Nails, they're going to have to get involved. They come out down low. Aggressive on the backside. Sintel goes in with a little cute. Beams through. Classic eliminated. Nails Esport. Madness down. Sintel fair. Might have to play this out as duo. Might be able to get the res though, Sintel, as Fair's doing a little bit of cleanup here. The Young King's going to be eliminated on the interior. Ash Esports still holding it. As Carsey's able to get a knock on the exterior. The door has been eliminated and calls for the catalyst in its damages to control the doorway. Make it a little easier to hold that building. There's NRL. Low ground here. God hand. It's in the open territory in front of the building. Nails Esport right on top of Ash here. All pressuring as Hydrocois is put down by Sintal. 5 squads are standing, but they're starting to drop. Dracois thirsted. Nails Esport able to grab the loot. Get ready for this final zone. Here goes an early skyward dive from YZD. Let's see what their game plan is with it. They give us a nice little overview. Gonna land on the very north side, but I don't think this is quite the good spot you think it is, because Nails Esport can see you easily, and well, they didn't even get a chance. Godhand's able to get the elimination, but like I said, Nails Esport's free beams there. They get some easy KP without taking any damage, and now they can open up on those NRL gamers out in the fields ahead. But now Ash Esport are a little locked in here and gonna figure out how to get out, as No Regret Life has a lot of geography to play with here in our end zone. They are controlling the very center of our game. But now Esport, very tough squad, and Catalyst Wall gets them a little separation here. Nice play to give them space to work with. Now they just need to reset. We get a nice little bit of packet loss there, and Ash Esports Catalyst Wall is going to come up as well. And boy, oh boy, walls for our end zone. Look for those diamonds in the sky right now. No Regret Life. Ash Esport. Whose wall's coming down? And which one? It's going to be No Regret Life cleaning up Ash Esport easily now. Just free open beams. No walls here. Who's got it? Nails Esport. They go to the sky. Sindal's got a beam. Can't. And it looks like NRL only got one man standing. And No Regret Life is going to take your game 1 for Challenger Circuit Finals for APAC-S out. NRL on top there, and a pretty sizable W for them. 17 kills. We look at that match summary. So 29-point game to get you started. If you're a fan of No Regret Life, you're going to be happy with that one. Nails Esport, 15 points. Solid game from them. As always, Ash Esports, 8 points, only the 1 KP. 9 for Godhand. YXCD. That's your match summary for game 1. Have a look at those scores in the correct order. So just a little rearrangement of those squads. Only 19 teams out here. Unfortunately, no Team MILF, as seems they've had some issues, so can't make it in, but see a couple of them in the chat for now. But that's your overall leaderboard after 1 game here. So, big start for NRL. Pretty easily done and controlling that end zone. Now Esport putting up a little bit of a fight, but, well, NRL's proven in these lobbies they can dominate most teams as they look for a spot in the last chance qualifiers. Back in a moment. Just need to run to the bathroom, but I'll be right back for game 2. See you in a second. Be right back. Welcome back. Just fixing up a few technical little issues while the next lobby loads up. So my apologies for the slight delay, though the game's coming as quickly as possible because that's what we like to do, keep things moving here. Because like we know, the players get a little impatient some days. Hope I've got that thing sorted. But we're going in once again, 19 teams. Let's see who's got it this time and where our end zone's going to go. And how Ash got a very solid end spot after having to rotate out into the zone to get a respawn and then move all the way back to the southwest side of the map. Not sure. It seems we've got maybe 18 edge teams here. Not quite sure. We'll figure this one out. Let's go. Let's go. No regret life for game 2. Let's see if I fixed this right. And there we go. Game 2 underway. No regret life here, taking control of Lava Siphon. Always our very strong teams in any match, in any region, taking this POI. It is, well, definitely the strongest on World's Edge here. As we bring up the map, we go for a quick look at it, but we've got an instant engagement to jump to. Let's get to it. Countdown. No one need. SWQY again. Believe in yourself. Well, we'll see if you've got the belief, but it's also about having the shots. Yaya. Lilo fighting here. Yaya having to drop down. Got the blue shield already, but let's see what Vanilla Sense, Zambug, and Trafficking Bad can do. So, few contests here. We'll just bring up the map so you guys can see that, well, Frag East, not really taken. Tree, not taken either. Our staging squad claiming landslide as well. Looks like down at Thermal is where we'll actually get a little, maybe closer engagement. All beams at close range. Foxty gonna be put down. Marshall, Lulu, Home, and Ronan not getting to play the game in game 1, but the tank squad is going to be cleaned up. Ronan gets a 3-piece feed to start game 2 here. We're going to jump to the Young Kings, another somewhat contested zone. POI, I should say. With 4 fun. A ranged contest, though, across Climatizer. One of our edge POIs that a lot of squads are starting to look at favourably. For fun. Somewhat surprised that teams have decided to contest again for POIs when there's a couple free. Obviously not as strong, but, well, when you're taking this long to fight. Then again, no one seems to really be in a rush to rotate to any sort of god spot, so I guess just fight everyone and everything. It seems to be the plan here in APAC South Challenger Circuit. Which, I'm sure our Pro League gamers that are watching are just going, yeah, we love this gameplay and can't wait to fight you in LCQs. Just high level gameplay. Let's see what we've got here, though. APAC South. Yes? Can't find anyone. Suddenly beam to the skies, though. Free beam, he's going to get stunned and not put out any damage yet. See what his teammates are doing. Oh, getting the knock there on the Young Kings ex-DP. Instantly thirsted, armor swapped on. Whole squad seemingly stunned, but Young King's not up to take advantage of it at all. They're going to lose one more. And YZD once again. Third party. And these early fights, they are running quite a while for contested fights. Usually teams want to get it over and done with quickly so they can either, well, hopefully go win the game, but it seems right now that just going to be happy with it. We're going to bring up that map again so you can see where we're heading. I think a few of these teams are just kind of potentially accidentally in the zone, because some of them we know, most of them, like to go running around the edge and hunting for kills. NRL, they will happily do that because, well, they're strong mechanics in this lobby. Stronic Esport moves in towards Lava Fissure. Naos Esport already settling in there on the western side. Let's get back to one of our engagements. Let's see what no one need here. Way up at Skyhook. Only one squad eliminated so far. The shots have been exchanged all over.
We have a problem, and there they are.
Jump over. The Naos Esports and just check in with our team that came second. Let's see if they're going to get out of that spot, or are they going to be always the bridesmaid, never the bride? As Fair just seems to be not too worried, just looking in the skies, and little charge rifle from range doesn't seem to even move out into any cover. But for now, not too much going on as we jump over to Mirage Trois. And the Good Luck squad situated here. Haven't had to move too far. Just chilling. We're going to bring up that map again so you can see that we got round one fighting in the zone with 4 teams. Yeah, why not? It's APAC South. Send it, baby. Jump over to YZD, Wei Chen, Dead Chan. Slide out, massive to the face. We're going to be put down. Is our Bangalore. Our third, fourth party, solo, I kill only noob. Worked out amazingly. I'm sure that wasn't the actual third party for fun. Maybe trying to disengage, maybe just trying to heal up before giving this fight rolling. God hand here. Looks like they are actually disengaging. His Bang Ultimate rains down from the heavens. The teams smartly decide to move into the zone. So DRG. Plenty of Maggies out here in this lobby, considering haven't seen too much around the world in pro leagues, but teams in Challenger Circuit thinking they might know a little something the pro gamers don't. You see a little thermite as Sintel cops the charge right in the face. That's something pro league gamers are used to experiencing. Fair. Cranking the med kit. Maybe looking to get a little aggressive. There's madness. And the very Hartoot favoured Fuse. We know Hardsuit. You just got a fuse picking apparently for compositions. Huh. We'll see how that plays out today. So far, not too bad. Ash Esports. Looking for a little trip into the zone. Probably going to fly into Godspot. We have a little look at our map, see if it's been claimed. Get a little overview. Skyhook, plenty of teams. That survey camp engagement seems to be still. SWQ. The fighter just moved on over a little west. Young Kings. Doing a little bit of cleanup of anyone on the ground. No one needs. 2v1. Damn Bugs fighting the duo by himself. Tracking Bad steps in from the balcony. Decides I can definitely 1v3 this engagement. Especially with that PK shot. Let's see, they're gonna get a little thirst of the Young Kings, playing tightly as a squad. And 2D. Drops. Just starts kicking. Nope, door opens. That worked out not so well for Tracking Bad. There's no one need is eliminated. We jumped over to HWN Esports here. South of our next zone as round through one closes in. Just holding a little truck here. With the Noxy Watson generator down. Zucking away back to HKUF. Let's check in on our Apex Assassins. Some OCE gamers here. Marshall having a split of Pro League under his belt. Not obviously getting favourable results there. But still, as Loki says, experience is experience, right? We're not talking about Iron Blood Gaming's Loki. Marvel, the one that doesn't annoy me every day. Stronic Esports. Let's just check in on them. Once again, team's not really getting the zone exactly right here. This team's a little bit caught out. Gonna have to rotate towards countdown ending. Just a reminder, 10-minute delayed stream. So if you're talking to me in chat and I'm not responding, it isn't because I don't like you. It's because of 10-minute delay. I might not like you, but you just aren't getting a response because of that. Not today. Nails Esports. Not in a bad spot. They're just going to have to rotate a little east, but for now, holding up and just waiting for the rest of the lobby to, well, get rid of itself. Seda steps up with a little beam to get that armor up to purple. Jump over to Ash Esports. It's exchanging shots at range for now. Damages, the only one on console in this lobby. Sure, his ping is completely fine, not a problem at all. And he can probably only see about 10 feet ahead of him because that's what console is. Zintia. Holding it down on height, just looking around for any danger that's encroaching. If you were listening to Pricey, you'd be on Sia scanning out into the zone. That's where danger always seems to come from in APAC South. You've been paying attention. Those shots, not finding their targets. Let's jump over to Nails Esport, who's getting a little damage in. Sintel almost able to get the knock. Tell you one, gets the LP Warrior down. Looks like Ash Esports moving into a little dangerous territory, potentially. Teams fight nearby. But Marshall, we're going to jump back to the Apex Assassins engaging. Marshall already down. Lulu home. And Ronan. Ronan on the interior. Will get the armor swap beam. Oh, and he cooks. DRG. Ronan, the hard carry. 5 kills so far for the squad. Needs to duck back. Just reset. As Marshall's put down. J-Mac, the one to get Marshall down. For Astronic Esport to get them a little KP from further afield. Ronan just trying to find safety. Right below Astronic. You can see Viola. Those the squads down there. I've got the Seer checking out. Oh, it's free beam if we've ever seen one. Not really able to hit it. Great shot though with the burst. Astronic Esport can duck away. Let's go over to HKUF. Little building engagement, it seems. Got a 2v2 situation here. A little thirst potentially. Gonna slide and glide as the Blut runs through. XDP gets that burst rolling. Gonna go for the pickup here. Risky play. Yeah, wouldn't have been doing that right there. A few angles that people can look at you from further afield. This man running loop the loop. Ranks a little battery. Oh, gotta watch out that doorway. Now, no, don't think that's exactly where XDP wanted to go. Because now you're kind of just running the squad. Gunberry Okasan gonna be eliminated. Now it's Esports. Might be able to do a little farming here. His teams are fighting under them and gonna have to rotate into them. There. Finds a target of opportunity down below. Free beams. That'll get the knock though as JG gets ag plays. Watch your backside, and that's exactly what Fair is doing. Madness. Drops the Fuse ultimate from above as good luck. HWN Esports eliminated, and Nails Esports just decides to lock it in momentarily. Now copping shots further afield. Young King down low looking for a little climb up. His XDP. So Nails can relax for a moment with half our lobby eliminated. Oh, finds there's a little target down below. Like, was that? No battery juice here, Vex. DP. And teammate, not quite near you. These two looks like we're gonna have a separation and have two rats run around from the same squad. Seems very normal. Classic. Up against 4 Fun, yes. RE45 flatline combo. Gonna heal up and then maybe get a little aggressive here. I'm not sure why that catalyst wall is showing as blue when it's definitely not theirs. Yes. XO BD8. And Rococo can just cross into an end zone spot to play. Gonna go for a little climb up. And now they're just kind of signaling that a few teams might have gone a little bit early. Just a little bit. Now, fighting above, classic Proda. And beam straight down. Can't see a goddamn thing through the sludge though. Looking for a cheeky little side beam there. Young King gonna be eliminated. Just gets the crack with the RE45. Those disruptors cooking. Built for Kraken shields, as we all know. Nails Esport just suddenly dead. All at once going down. Rampart Enjoyer out here. And that is, of course, Polaris with J-Mac and Viola just holding angles. Not much going on. Classic fight, feeding out beams towards our end zone. Stronic Esports, not a bad position to be in. They might have a team pushing straight at them. 7 squads standing. SWQY. Only this one man standing. God Hand. On the bridge crossing straight towards that final resting place for game 2. HKUF on the low ground. They're going to be going straight up those stairs as late as possible for fun. On the other side, as you can see, a little solo here, and SWQ, oh, perfectly timed there on the res. Ooh, not able to get the knock just yet. How? Oh, this would be embarrassing if you went down, BDA. Now, not able to get the knock. Oh no. Well, he's got the battery off just in time. Believe in yourself. Somehow alive still in all this. And for fun, that was not pretty to look at. BDA somehow still standing. Astronic Esports. The end zone. Just out ahead of them. Our team's engaged down below. Finally, that solo, believe in yourself, eliminated. Astronic Esport. Moving slowly but surely. God Hand. Oh, and there goes the cat walls. Says, got a little separation now. Let's go 3v3. Those rampart walls going to do a lot. Classic. Got to be very careful of that Sheila that's getting ready to tear you apart. God Hand. HKUF beaming from below for fun. Just watching, waiting. Classic. There's Astronic Esport eliminated there. That catalyst wall comes down. Classic still got a little bit of the interior to play with. God Hand's moving up. We get plenty of audio for this game. We love it. Stepping out. God Hand. Probably want to watch that doorway. You know there's a team in there. They're stepping right out, and 3 beams. That should be an easy knock. Somehow, no, it's not. Now, that person is not dead yet. Cloverest on Twitch getting a couple of knocks here. Weewoo. Oh, getting stunned out of your mind. For fun, eliminated. There's only one other squad standing. God Hand looks to the skies. Can't see who or what the hell happened, but God Hand takes the W for game 2. A little chaos. God Hand, the W. 13 kills to go with it. $25 points to God Hand. HKUF 14 in second place. That team in the skies that died somehow. Classic 10. Apex Assassins 7 kills for 10 points as well. Let's have a look at that overall leaderboard after 2 games. Now you see God Hand takes over NRL up the top after a solid game. But only 2 so far. Still 4 to come. Our final game on World's Edge coming up. And then 3 on Storm Point to finish us off for the afternoon. Hope you're all enjoying it. Hope you're all enjoying the show. I know I'm having a great time. And some of the fine people of the APAC South community go up against each other to see who's going to compete in those last chance qualifiers in a few months. That's your overall leaderboard. Let's go for a little break and get ready for game 3. So there you see Weewoo and one of our Naos gamers up the top, dealing the damage, fighting it out for who's maybe doing the best out there. So far, though, only 2 games underway. Plenty more action here for your APAC South Challenger Circuit. Split 2, Week 2 finals, you know. A whole month ago, we last saw these gamers go at it. Right now, we're going back to World's Edge, the home of Apex Legends that we all know and love, and maybe we've sometimes seen too much of it. Let's be honest. We see a lot of it, but we got 6 games for your viewing pleasure. I'm the guy that talks a lot for APAC South, Apex Legends. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate the follows. Appreciate everyone being in the chat, having a little watch today. We're on a 10-minute delayed stream as we jump into game 3 once again. Don't think we'll see any squads really changing compositions, though plenty of Catalystons here. We're seeing a few other characters joining those. Obviously, Bangalore out there. You got your Valkyries as always, but we're seeing a little Rampart, a little Horizon. And obviously Naos, little Fuse there. And it's time to go in once again for a little bit of Apex action. Let's go with God Hand, the winners of game 2 to kick us off for game 3. Challenger Circuit game 3 underway. We'll get straight to those contested POIs immediately. We've got Thermal Station, Climatizer. Harvester, not this time. Let's go watch our one down at Thermal, shall we? The Apex Assassins versus Tank. Let's jump over to Ronan. This man cooked him last game, getting all 3 KP, and he's got a Vault Prowler. There's no bug with one of those weapons that could stop him using it to its full potential. Got that Vault. Little extra armor. Fox D down first. APAC-S assassins stand. Steps out, takes a little bit of damage. A little bit of damage. Lulu Home gets mild armor swap. Well, needs to clutch up here. Is able to. Tank's going to be taken out. Apex Assassins stand, and Lulu Home says, "Boys, back on your feet. We got a game to win." No one need. They've also been eliminated. In the meantime, while the Apex Assassins contest rolled on. The Young Kins, once again, running away from Climatizer. We might have a little three-way up north once again, but we're going down south. Towards lawn site, tree, siphon, sort of end game. So HKUF. Easily into tree first. Let's see where they're going to play from. And, well, if they're going to be right with their call. For now, though, it's back north we go.
They're not close.
There's YXZD. Right down. Has changed, actually, from the Bangalore. The Seer Catalyst out there, Bin. Getting the knock. It's going to back up. Wall's going to come out. And the Dark Veil provides a little bit of cover. All the scan, though. Oh, nice little beam. 60, finding some flash. Should be able to get the knock. There it is. And 2D goes down to the Young Kings. Now XDP still taking the fight here. The solo definitely seems confident, or just thinks, stop it, let's fight. Definitely not the way to go, as Young King is eliminated nice and early.
Shield battery here. Shield battery here.
And so the fighting ceases for a moment. We've got 16 squads standing. Once again, only 19 in the lobby. Team MILFs, I'm somewhat happy, somewhat sad to not have them out here because I don't have to constantly say the name. But HWN Esports nading out from the north side of launch site. Oh, funny, a nice little crack there. Crack of the neck as well. I'm not sure if you heard that one, but holy. Let's bring up the map so we can see our teams rotate south. Looks like Cash Esports looking into a little vault there they've unlocked. Landslide one still locked up. Here, some NRL shots. We jump over to No Regret Life. See if they're going to get back on that winning train after the Game 1 W. Win 7, PP, win 1. They got the classic squad around the corner. Lope the Justin, Alu and Proda. See how they go. Against who most would probably say is the strongest team in the lobby. At least in a straight up fight, but for now. Gonna be chill. Gonna be all chill from NRL. Win 1, just Baits them. Just says, please, poke your head. No, they're not even looking at you. Never mind. When 7. Going over at a little peek. Got a little crack already. Oh, just got a shotgun. Not pretty much. Found some flesh. But hasn't been getting too aggressive yet. Which is somewhat surprising. From this squad, especially on that easy crack. Right, drill. TP keeps on sending and receiving, it would seem. There's a few Maggies out in the lobby. Now let's jump over to DRG here at the south side of Tree and bring up that map and let's see where this zone is pulling.
The enemy's far off.
The round 1 ring closed in. See that teams are a little bit away from it. No one at the south side of Lava Siphon or at those sort of choke buildings of launch site. But I'm not going to predict it because I'm usually wrong. The longbow shots ring out while the map's up. Oh, little beam range for CPJ, but Catalyst walls go up. Sierra exhibit goes down. Diamonds get shot. 1-2-6. Wei-Chan put down. CPJ swinging on the backside. Gonna dunk on his head. He's right below you. Oh, finds man's flesh further afield as Bin Bin goes down. A bit of dancing. Man just getting the armor swap in his face. He's gonna be put down. And now it's up to the Wraith here to get involved for XZD. Now, MWK push goes down. Yes. Little 301 charge rifle coming in from further afield. Michael only noob. This time not looking for a 1v3. Looking for a horrible wall bounce that's pretty much going to end his life as MV. Super beams might be DC'd, which seems to be happening a bit these days. MV and Unreal though. Unreal, the opposite of what most players seem to be shouting out these days in these lobbies. Dash Esports going to duck over to. Not having done too much. Kazi on a huge 13 damage so far. 32 for damages and 22. Must have been playing zone because that's how you don't find people in these lobbies, it would seem. They're going to have to go from the east side. Now, if we have a little look at the map, they've got a team just ahead of them. No one further out though. The short side. It's going to pull fairly central. But let's see what this squad can do. I won't spectate damages though, because I'm sure it might crash his console for all we know. 29 damage. Start us off from in. Gonna move up. Zip it down. Shots. Not hitting too much. Damages. Throws the wall out. Dark Veil down. Gunbury Oko-san. Big little beam with those diamonds. Nash Esports. Just revealing themselves a little bit more than they need to. It seems they're backing out, disengaging. Gonna wrap south side. The damages says, let's have a little look-see who's out here. Good for now. Playing the waiting game. Gets a nice little crack with an 80. The team backs away. Gunbari Okasan. It's gonna play it a little slow now, once again. Let's check on ALC Sports here at Tree on the west side.
I like the feel of that spot. Let's go.
Some long-range shots from the longbow. Koransuki comes in to no avail, to no damage. Just warning shots, just letting them know. We're going to take those. 44 finds one. Gets that armor up to purple. Sure, that's best you'll be hoping for. Don't think anyone's expecting knocks here. Might have to get it. Gets the crack of the shield, but they're going to keep rotating away. The Apex Assassins here on the bridge. Not going to be doing too much though, as they've got to move south. Still teams north of them. You can see 3 potentially. SWQY still at Harvester. Crafting. Skyward Dive going over the top of them. And for now, Stronic Esport claiming that south side lava siphon building. On his little Skyward Dive, the Good Luck's duo. Seems the DC was a permanent one. Unreal and MB are able to claim not a bad position potentially for our end zone. 14 squads still out here. Team's getting a bit more patient after an explosive start to game 1 and 2.
I like the feel of that spot.
Now, just gonna check in. The poor fun. Are they having fun when shots raining in like that? Coco just going to need to get a little juice off with a battery. Stronic Esport still on the rampart here. Waves hello with the doors and locks it down. But for fun, just holding these, what we've started to dub recently, Tracos, because, well, they're excavators. And if they've got tracks, if you look on Wikipedia, an excavator with tracks can be called a Traco. And we thought that would be a fun name to use. So, Tracos, all around World's Edge. 3 stack those hoes. Will be a call out I hope to hear. God hand. It's playing low. And slow. We got the Apex Assassins above them who's been dealing damage out. Ronan, 3-3-2 of that. Marshall been putting out most of the work. Seems the wingman's finding a few targets with that initial engagement. Not too much happening. We jump into a free beam there. Potentially be able to get a knock if the tracking is on point. It is not the best we've seen. Ash Esports around the corner. They're holding this little choke point for now. They're going to have to figure out where they want to play for our end zone if they're going to hold here for too much longer. There's a little bit of company on both directions they can go, so they might have to wrap south or bully their way in. WQY. They've got the classic squad paying attention to them and vice versa. A little smoke comes in. So Proto with the fully kitted R9, the gold variety and Digi threat. Gonna be fussed by any smoke as they go for a Skyward Dive. Let's see where our Valkyrie Ultimate's going to take them and where they plan to land with it. But if they're thinking that high ground platform has been abandoned, so free landing. I'm not surprised. But obviously, our duo up here earlier has rotated away. Oh, they're dead. Like, NRL's getting into things once again as Damages is getting a knock. Catalyst wall. Man just jumps at him. Diamonds though, diamonds. No Regret Life's having to fight it here on the edge of the storm. Beaming in, Arkstar comes at your feet. You gotta dance away from it. PP's put down. This man is stunned, can't see a goddamn thing, but still hitting some targets. Might be able to get a knock here. Not up to Godhand, cleans up. No Regret Life now. So Esports eliminated as well. So two of our top teams is the right drill. Oh my god! Hand are eliminated. DRG, Big Arkstar, and right drill. I'll tell you what, one. I'll be get some KP there as you kill leader with 3 of those. Good luck. They've dropped into this Krakow. Currently, teams fighting all around them, but this duo is just holding a position very close to our final little ring. Game 3 here, our final one on World's Edge. So plenty of shots, plenty of damage rolling right now. HKUF minus oxygen unlocked themselves on the interior here. They've got Ash Esports just on the outside watching and waiting. Could be some easy KP you would think for Ash, though they've got to be careful. They don't want to leave their own rotation too late because they might turn themselves into KP that's free. It seems their plan is rotate first. Might be the smart one, especially when they realize there's a duo ahead of them. They watch back, see the cross ahead, forcing low. Putting the pressure on Int. Living up to that name, going, charging at Adam here. On some KP. Kazi able to get the knock. HKUF. Gonna be sandwiched there. And Damages starts to use a little aim assist. Can move straight up. Oh, he's gonna get burned, but firing back with the 106 is in, but will probably be knocked. Oh, he's gonna get stunned by that ball. It's gonna jam him in the face. And there goes Ash Esports to the Thermite of MB, and this duo is holding nicely. One of the very central spot. Watch them all fall around you, get some free placement points. DRG. Looking at them here. For fun. High ground, but too elevated. They're gonna have to move from this spot, and they're gonna open themselves up to a few angles and potential easy damage if they don't get off that roof. Apex Assassins here. Home just checking in. Astronic Esports still here. The main building. Haven't had to go too far. Some easy placements. The door's locked down as Viola says, you might just need one to get out of real quick. So let's get rid of this. Get rid of this rampart wall and get ready to move. Holy shit. This truck looks disgusting. There is so much black goo in here. You would think there's been an alien orgy. MV and Unreal are right in the middle of it. The grenades. Taking them off. And there goes another wall. DRG. Looking to make a move in. Walking up, little mobile res for a little bit of cover. Not really getting peeked at by that duo. They come over to For Fun, who's got to fight themselves up against the Stronic Esport. Apex Assassin's going to be eliminated. A little three-way. Stronic still got one standing at the very least. Yasir is solo. Oh, you're going to get swung on. You're going to get jumped at. You're jumping straight on top of DRG, who's got a free little beam here potentially. Yeah, somehow still alive here. Just hoping and praying as the Stronic Esport eliminated in fifth. Gunbar Okusan as a duo. Still standing. They've lost Ken though. For Fun eliminated. Good luck still the duo. Oh, it's 2v2v2. Ronsuki. Beeman playing with a little knock shield. Who's going to take this dub? Who's got the shots? There's Good Luck eliminated. Just 2v1. No. Yes. Yes. Oh, the wall. The wall. There is no wall. There is just victory for Gambari Okusan for game 3. An 8-kill victory for Jachi, Suki no Yayan Gen. There it is, Gunbari Oko-san, 8 kills and a W. Ken, 0 kills, but W's a W. Match summary. There you see a 20-point game, I should say, for Gunbari Oko-san. 18 for DRG in second. Good Luck 12 for Fun. 9 KP, 14 points. Let's have a look at that overall leaderboard. After our games on World's Edge are completed, is Godhand with 38. No Regret Life 35, leading our way clear of third place, 23 points for Gunbari Oko-san, For Fun 22, Naos Esport 21. That's your overall leaderboard. Take a look. We'll leave it up for a moment. Get ready for our next game on Storm Point. Just give you a little look here who our damage leaders are. Tio BDA. For Fun, leading the way with 3.8k damage. 1.3k, we'll round it up for him. Leading the way over When Weiwu, Sintel, and Kuronesuke. Kills. See who's got those. Cloverist on Twitch for Godhand. 10 so far. For When 1-9 for No Regret Life. Jachu. Weiwu. Ronan. Top 5. And we are going to Storm Point now. As teams sort out their landing POIs for Game 4. Some trying to ask for if you want to split a POI. Want to half it. No response in the lobby. Kind of like that, not going to lie. Just ego them a little bit. Just let them know that maybe you want to come. You can just fight. Or we'll figure it out when we land. Because, yeah, a few people just not wanting to respond. But Game 4 of your Challenger Circuit. Split 2. About to come at ya. I'm your Challenger Circuit talking guy. I'm Bira. This is my channel. You should kind of know that by now. Got Pro League Scrims United. We got everything on this channel. APAC Southwise. Almost every day of the week. I gotta have a break someday though. Then also, if you come into DreamHack in Melbourne this weekend, coming weekend, I'll be casting at Margaret Court Arena, where they play some Australian Open tennis. Be seeing some I'm B-Rad casting with Miss MDK for the streamer battle for Twitch ANZ. It'll be on the official Twitch ANZ channel here. So boy, oh boy, am I excited for that. That's pretty big goals there. Casting in front of a big crowd, and then there'll be thousands online watching as well. Can't wait for that, with some amazing creators participating. There's 16. Some of my friends involved there. Love to see that. Get to cast friends with friends. Gonna be a great day in front of friends. Huh. So if you're there, exclamation DreamHack. If you want to find out the info for that, or if you are looking for tickets, can get 50% off. Got a link with that command. Do check it out. But it's Apex. And that's going to be Gang Beast. That's going to be Gang Beast. But it's Apex time right now. We go to Storm Point. Who are we thinking's taking the W in chat? Who do we think's going to take this game? Taking the day? Who's moving straight to the LCQs? Who are we thinking? Who are we thinking? And who in these lobbies can actually compete against the likes of teams like maybe AGL, maybe Tom Yum Kun, maybe Diwa, maybe Dreamfire, depending on how this all plays out over at the regional finals. And of course, if we get more land spots for champs potentially at this split 2 land for playoffs. We'll see, but who in these lobbies can compete? Can anyone compete against those teams? Holy. Let's list off a few very dangerous squads. But hey, you got to be in it to win it. And there's still time to improve. Sort of. Still a few months until the LCQs are underway, and then that champs LAN. Going to be a big one. In the meantime, Challenger Circuit action is kicking off. So let's go with our winners. The previous game, Gumbari Okusan, down to Storm Point. And let's see which contest we've got. Let's do it. Game 4. Let's do it, shall we? So game 4, looks like they're going to High Point, so we'll get that map up. Appreciate the follows coming in. I do see those. Thank you for your support here. Well, looks like Shipfall's got a little bit of action, so we need to go straight to that. Already a little low. They've got Noxy down. There goes HWN Esports. Some squads haven't even touched the ground and losing one already. A few squads here, but looks like Lightning Rod is our next contest. So let's get into that one, shall we? And see who's going to be surviving towards our end zone. game for Gunberry Okusen, obviously playing well. Apex Assassins, let's see what they can do. They're having to contest every single game, which I'm sure they're just enjoying. Just enjoying contesting every single game in finals of Challenger Circuit. Now you gotta do it the hard way. And that's what you gotta do. We've got this new bug, by the way. Little stutters you're seeing in the game. If you've been playing, you've probably been feeling those as well, and it seems to be happening quite a bit. Not sure if it's server related or not, but let's be honest, everything is. It just makes the game feel unenjoyable. But, you know, we want to get into that when it's a 10-minute delayed stream, and I can't really talk back and forth with you guys, because boy oh boy. Apex needs to get a few things right. Looks like split contest, and these teams are going halvesies. The Apex Assassins roll into the IMC Armory. No one need here at Down Beast. Go hunting. They get... well, there's already a man down here. Alu put down. The classic. -1 gamer. Looks like going for a trident and gonna... oh god. Escape. What if the man can't jump on?
I like the feel of that spot. Let's go.
So they're cruising. Leave them to that and we'll see where we're going. Fairly central sort of one. The little south of Cascade Falls. Where exactly it's going? Tough one, tough one. You'd think down south somewhere of this round 3 zone, but we'll see exactly. Once our first one closes in 3.5-ish minutes. It's fairly quiet here. And fairly open. We'll see what these edge teams do. And who's going to get in early into zone. See a few IMC armories being used, but... looks like Willie already down. Bin getting the knock. YXZD should be able to get another one of those. That 301's ready just in time. Finds the man and gets the knock. A little bit of thirsting and Bidman confirms 2 kills. Easy loot now. It's for fun. Rolling in here with the full trident. Just slows down before they get to the crest of the hill. You're going to see that team further afield. See the man little in the open. Looks like Rococo's spotted as well. We're just going to check in with NWK. I kill only noob mush. Wei Chan. Try to remember to put some raffles up. See if those work. So, Trident abandoned. Not abandoned, I should say. Used for rotating once again. Looks like going all the way north. Around the edge here. Now it's eSport though. Finding himself in a little engagement. Fairly central here. Seems there's a Mad Maggie ball out there as well. A few squads engaging. Finds Flesh Madness. Knuckle Cluster going out. Zydecois goes down to Sintel's Nemesis. I'm just grabbing a little loot here. This Prowler Island. Going to be put down from the charged rifle further afield. I don't know if that's exactly where I wanted it, but it'll work. Team's not pushing though. The now C Sport able to get a reset, no worries. We'll jump over to NWK once again. Just grabbing a little loot from these spider nests. This is a man, very kitted nemesis Cycle only noob has. Looking for targets now to use it on 300 ammo. Got plenty to deal out. Let's jump over to HKUF with a close range engagement up against Good Luck. MB. Some solid placement last game. Now your fighting's going to be really tested. Already one down. They're stepping out aggressively. Oxygen down. Oh, 1v1 Black Road. Going to swing aggressively now. Clutches up for the squad. Good Luck going to be eliminated. Get that armor swap. Get your team up.
I've got you. Hey, survey beacon out there.
No third party instantly arriving.
Check that quadrant.
So HKUF going to be able to reset and stand tall once again as we jump over to NRL. So maybe with a little bit more space can take these fights and show us if that game one win was a fluke or not. Taking a little bit of damage. That Ripping Barrage doing plenty. Charge Rifle and Foxteed doing a lot of work in these early stages here of Game 4. So NRL going to be -1. They've got the beacon. But where will they be looking to bring him back? That is the hard part. Yeah. A little window peek with Vanilla Sense. 42s. Charge Rifle comes back. Doesn't quite thread the needle. And somehow that Arc Star actually goes through both windows. Doesn't even really make sense. Well, Nemesis doing plenty of work. Stepping up while healing. Zambug says, zip it down. Shall we engage? Shall we maybe get a little window peek first? Goes with a little climb up. Go to this win. Well done, Zambugs. Well played. Just decide, fuck, I'm going in the door instead. Forcing them out and away, and team just cheekily ducks away into the neighboring building and says, we're a little bit too smooth for you. No one need. Guys, get on our building. Well, we'll take yours now. And the team's just trained building. You know, that's great. Looks like these two teams gonna finish in a 0 or draw. Yaya is gonna be Nana. He's gonna be dead. Because PP on the hunt. All too easy. And PP goes downhill skiing. Skilling? SWQY gonna be eliminated. Go check on Ash Esports, doing a bit of light work with some charge rifle gaming. As it's damaged so far, he's looking to do that once again. No damage there though. The APAC-S gamers all heal up. The gold helm delivered. Oh, Charge Rifle back to work. Just looking for a little farmage. We go BDA with Rokoko and Yas. The 4 fun squad. 9s.
Enemy over there.
Yes, Rokoko
There's a
a
clue.
little closer. Cheeky little peek spot coming out.
That spot's calling.
What is happening with Waychan? Jump over to NAS Esports, back to Prowler Island. Let's see what Madness Fair and Sintel can do for us. Plenty Nemesis work. No charge rifle, surprisingly, on this squad. Might have just not found one. Like No Regret Life. Been able to get Resurrection and they're finding the man that's not shooting back at him. Young King's gonna be just dominated by No Regret Life. The Young Kings are dead. The Young Kings are dead. And the crowd cheers out. But for now, slow going once again as we jump over to Bin being eliminated. Looks like we got a little bit of action with no one need. Ooh, getting stepped out on. Down the tank squad come through, immediately thirsting sandbugs. Finds some flesh, wants to go hunting. Gotta be careful, there's a few squads here. And NRL's moving in saying, we play, we fight at close range. Voltron skin or not. Tanks, you're gonna be taken out. No Regret Life just moves in, wipes out everyone, and says, the building ours. You guys can stop fighting over it now. So NRL getting plenty of KP this game. Already 10 in fact. As you can see at the top of your screen, we've got the running points tally. They're doing plenty of work as Skyward Dive comes in from Gunbari Oko-san. Catalyst wall. Having a bit of cover and looking for their own building. And looks like trying to get ahead of them. When 1, when 7. Straight into the action. They're not holding back here. Looking for a cheeky little peek. Arkstar as well. And he slits in the roofs. Very dangerous. Keeps you on your toes, that's for sure, when every little opening can be found. Or PP gets an opportune moment to get some shots in. They're just forcing their way in. Only one standing. Gunbari Oko-san, you come into NRL's territory, you'll regret it. No regrets for NRL indeed. They're getting plenty of KP early, and the placement points, they'll just take care of themselves at this point.
Enemies in the distance.
Joker over there.
Let's have a little look where our zone is exactly finishing, while now Esport fights in the background. So a little just south of Prowler Island. We've seen this one a few times before. This little waterfall area. Fairly open one and on the east side. It's going to be a rough rotate in for Ash Esports. Let's see what their play is. But they've got Astronic right above them. Let's see. Thermites. There is that third party just waiting for both teams. Not too far away. So it seems Ash Esports going to go with the rotation here with the catwall. Well, grenade comes looking, but Damages and the crew just going to force it now. Not able to get a knock there. Stronic Going to move out, maybe look for a skyward dive opportunity here, or if they're going to walk straight up behind Ash. We're now crossing down low. Now got to be very careful, got to deliver some good beams in. Does that. Sonic Esport getting involved a little bit here. There's 4 teams joining this engagement. As damage is put down by Polaris. HKUF going to be wiped out. The Apex Assassins doing a little bit of light work. That's damage is put back down. Apex Assassins, the team in the corner. They've been able to grab some loot. Lulu home, Ronan, Marshall. Madness going to be put down, so Nails Esports having a rough go. Only one man standing for the squad. Gone, I think, a little bit early for this location. Kind of had to, though. But I don't think we're going to be seeing them in our final zone as they are eliminated. Definitely too early to play from this location. NRL, though. They might just look to kill everyone that looks at them. Maybe not even hold this now. Taking a little bit more space, as you can see. On the east side, Wen 7 just beaming, all finding the target. Can't find the knock, though. Now, no regret life. This man just out in the water, not giving a damn. Apex Assassins, only Marshall stands. Nope, Ronan is as well, but very low now. Marshall put down. MWK. Putting him down a little bit. Ash Esports going to be eliminated as well by NRL and Astronic. Working together. Now 5 squads stand. No regret life. Just targets of opportunity at this point. And that's what they think of everyone in this lobby, because they are just beaming, putting the pressure on, farming up some KP. This team could be going with a third of the lobby kind of game. And a W to go with it. Oh my god. They are just farming the damage, and no one seems to be shooting back at them. And everyone is just under assault from this one squad. He's trying to find the knock, and finally shots come back Wen 7's way. Oh, he is not too concerned at all. The team's got to run straight back into the open. This man is just waiting, says, let me just get this thing juiced up. They're taking shots, but he's like, my shots are a little bit better, so I'm just going to back up for a moment. Let my teammates take over. Wen 1 and these Nemesis. No Regret Light has all the energy ammo in the lobby, apparently, because they're all cooking with it. Astronic Esports going to be eliminated. Apex Assassins out. This is an NRL kind of game. 7-7-3. Can they go for the third of the lobby kind of game? Well, there's only a duo in front of them now. Zykel only to mush. Get the knock, so I think it's going to be an NRL victory. There's 1. There's 2. NRL dominates game 4 with another big game. Probably take him to the top of our leaderboard. We have our Apex champions. 19 kill W. And it's not even close, it would seem, in this game, as NRL absolutely dominates. Huge damage, huge kills. Get the victory. And there it is, 31-point Josa kinda game. Leaving only 11 points for our next 3 teams. No real big kills anywhere else on that board, because when it's a third of the lobby, because that is a third of the lobby when there's one squad missing. Boy, oh boy. No Regret Live dominates game 4 there. Let's have a look at our overall leaderboard. $66 points. That sends them well out in front now of Godhand. Full game ahead. Classic. Third place, 29 points. Apex Assassins, 27. IXZD, 26. Gunberry Oxen, Naos Esports, HKU, FDRG, For Fun. All very tight there. But it really is only that first spot, though you definitely want to be in the... You want to be in the top sort of 12, 13, depending on how the lands play out of this lobby to make it in. Up against our non-land squads in those LCQs. NRL dominating game 4. Boy, oh boy, was that an impressive game. Just farming everyone, and really everyone else was engaging each other. Not many shots came back their way, and it was just all too easy. All too easy. Make sure to give us a follow on the socials as well. Twitter's down here. Go give that a follow. That's where we'll be announcing things. Like today, we just announced the control for the South tournament that I'll be casting in a few weeks. 12 teams competing. But I'm not going to let you know who's competing just yet and what those teams are. But that is going to be a big cash money tournament brought to you by Iron Blood Gaming. Get excited for that. Go check out my Twitter and Iron Blood Gaming's Twitter for that. Boy, oh boy, that's going to be exciting in a couple of weeks. I'll be casting that. It's going to be a fun weekend, that one. Leave May 6th and 7th. Be seeing that first weekend of May. Whew. Then we've got more coming after that, but can't quite let you know yet. That hasn't officially been announced. I've got my own stuff in the works as well. We got a lot being worked on behind the scenes here. But if you want to keep up to date on everything I'm doing Apex, non-Apex wise, I'll be posting that always to Twitter, or I'll be telling you right here on this channel. This is the RB Rad channel. That's me. I'm Brad, not Bread. Some of you seem to be really falling into that narrative, which is a goddamn lie, and you guys know it. That's not my name. So, we're getting ready to roll in to Game 5, our penultimate game for the evening. Only 2 more. So we'll be finished in probably a bit under an hour. And you can have your evening back for yourselves. Maybe it's your afternoon if you're on the west side of APAC South still. Maybe over in Thailand. Maybe you're watching on a beach in Thailand. That'd be very nice, I'm not going to lie. But we are about to get underway here. Back to Storm Point. Who do we think's... Is NRL out in front? Have they done it the day? Have they made it already theirs? Or is some team going to be able to claw their way back up? Naos Esport, Hartoot, had a good showing in that first weekend, but not quite living up to that expectation I think a few of us had, and maybe you did, and maybe you were talking a bit too much. Or maybe not enough. Maybe you need to get those boys locked in. A solid performance, but looking for a W is Naos Esport. The server starts up. We get ready to be locked in for our next game. Okay. No Team Mills, like I said, if you're a fan of Donson and the crew. Unfortunately, no. They performed admirably, able to make it their way in, their first time in Challenger Circuit together. Sad though, sad. Hopefully Nathan is looking after his health. We see him next time. As we get ready to jump on in. Who else are we going to see? We're going to see more new teams, seeing some content creators. No, Les Aimbot wants to be out here competing. So if you're looking for a new controller player, are you thinking of joining? Definitely hit that man up. He's pretty talented. Knows how to IGL. Jesus, the lot. Excuse me. The lobby is getting a little spicy. In a fun way, though. In a fun way. If you're in the lobby, I'm sure you're just seeing this and like, whoo, oh damn. We are getting ready to jump on in and see who's going to try to catch up to NRL. It's a big ask. It's a very big ask. Maybe some of these teams show us how it's done. Have we had a DC here? So far, so good. Well, let's see. 56 out of 60. We're supposed to be saying 57. Okay, let's double check before the next game that everyone's in the lobby. I think we have had a DC here, unfortunately, so we might be restarting. Yeah, it does seem to be, that's it. Little restart. So, I'm going to take a little break. I'd refill that water. Recommend you guys do the same, or grab a little beverage, a little bourbon, a little whiskey, a little beer. Grab a snack. We'll be right with you in a moment or two. But get locked in. We got 2 games to go. I'll be right back. Let's start of game 5. Okay, we're going straight in. It seems the player's having a little issue connecting, so, well, they've DC'd once again, but the game stays live. Let's jump in for Game 5.
Forget that. Why not land here? It is down
The Apex Assassins take us out for Game 5. We're going to bring up the map quickly. Let's see where our teams are engaging already. Checkpoint's already got a little bit of heat for it. Apex Assassins, you better get down real quick. No regret life. YXZD trying to do the lobby a favor. Instead, they're just helping NRL get more points and get further away because they died real quick. So some squads just touching down. But contesting NRL at checkpoint, this is not the way. We get into our penultimate game finally. We see where we're going. And Ash getting a favourable zone pull here. The only team fully inside it. HKUF once again getting a nice one. They got a few on World's Edge, but wasn't really to much avail. The Apex Assassins. Again, contesting Gunbury Okosan. Ken Tsukinoyaya Jachi. Got the high ground elevation. Not the armor advantage though. Two blues. Marshall and Lulu home. Is that going to be enough? Got an R9 301 combo. So Marshall probably feeling pretty confident with what he's got. Gotta watch out for those PKs. Sorry about that with the map. Got that fixed up. The fighting starts fully and Ken's going to be put down. Tracking bad, also getting one in the kill feed. Marshall says, get out of my lobby. We Thurston you immediately. Lulu home. Ronan, go hunting with little beam. All cheeky little angle. Gets the shots out but needs to heal up. Marshall goes with the climb up. The R9. Up to sink one. Not looking at you. Should be able to get an easy dunk right now. Gunbury Okasan eliminated Marshall. 2 pieces. Straight to the leaderboard. With those, HKUF, Charged Rifle Charlies from Narnia. Let them know. We on the high ground, we got what potentially could be Godspot. As a Kraber comes down to the battlefield. Let's go have a little look where that's going. Who's gonna find it? Who is in the neighborhood and looking for a Kraber here? Is anyone? Yes, we do have one team. And it's NRL. Just what they needed. Help.
Let's go that way.
And will they go over to that care package and find that Kraber? That is the big question to be answered shortly. And 7 seems to be going straight there and... Oh boy.
Kraber here.
Who is the lucky one? Is it PP? Wait, is he trying to hide the Kraber? What the hell is going on? As Young Kings are eliminated. What? I've never seen a team do that. Are they just like, we want to farm some damage and the Kraber's boring? Or, like, not taking a Kraber in competition? What the... Huh? I'm sorry. Someone explain this to me. I don't know why. Why wouldn't you take a Kraber? Strongest weapon in the game, don't need it. We're too good. We like to nerf ourselves, I guess. Let's keep things interesting. Audio.
Survey beacon over there.
Well, this is absolutely cooked. Not grabbing a Kraber. I've lost my mind now. Oh, and Wei Chan getting attacked by a Prowler.
Antagonist over there.
Charge rifle goes to work. Holy.
Let's go over there.
Chat gone wild right now. You guys, once it catches up and you see what NRL did with hiding a Kraber, or not the greatest hiding, but just making sure it's a little away and maybe you don't want to find it there. But yes.
Enemy in view there.
Putting a Kraber in a corner.
Antagonist over there.
So God Hand. Oh, freak AP here maybe? A little isolated gamer just momentarily says, oh, I need my wrecking ball for a little bit of speed. A little rotation helping and getting some reinforcements. Doesn't open, oh, it does open up some spider nests.
Standard stock here. Level 3. Improved handling speed.
Jump over to HKUF here. Let's bring up that map again so you can get an overview of the situation. The Apex Assassins look to get out of the zone. Or move into the zone, depending on how you look at things.
Opponent over there.
Ash Esports hasn't moved too far from Command Center. Stronic moving into their territory. I couldn't see them moving inside HKUF. Controlling the high ground elevation. Won't need to leave for quite some time. May not need to move at all for this ending. Usually finishes a little bit, just a little bit west and down the hill from them. But a fairly easy one for the team to call, as they don't have that round 3 ring information. Or round 4, I should say. HW and Esports. We're going to take out Ash and vice versa right now as some of our smaller orgs go up against each other. Catalyst walls coming on out. Damage is bursting there with the Prowler at 20 FPS probably. Oh, PK to the face, 2 down. LP Warrior. It's now only damages and he is running to the low ground down the chute. HW and Esports gonna grab a little loot from these Ash Esports gamers who are down. Damages not being hunted. Don't expect him to go back up, but could try something crazy. And somehow, Int is able to escape.
Come.
Enemy over there.
What is happening?
Draws me.
How was he allowed
Your future.
to crawl out?
Got more to do.
How is that? The team didn't leave or do anything. They knocked him, like we're a meter from him when they knocked. Just healed up and then there you go. Ash Esports not out of trouble yet though. They've got NWK finding them, and if they learn they're a duo, oh, and they're very in the open beams, and MWK no going back now. In down. Damage is next. Ash Esports eliminated. Only a moment of respite for them. MWK gets some free KP there. And Ash Esports just caught out. Some looting goes on with 15 squads, and we'll go back to that overhead view of the map where we can see that next zone, of course, pulling where exactly we expect it to. HKUF, Luke, Justin, and the crew, all gonna be happy with it, though HKUF gonna be very happy with where it's pulling. Apex Assassins, they're gonna walk up from the backside from HKUF, but NRL get into their little scuffle with SWQY. And why would you be fighting NRL in the zone? Well, you won't be for long. SWQY taken out. Once again, getting that early KP, and they're going to look to get some late KP as well. NRL have a solid game here, and it's kind of all over. They're going to see another squad ahead of them. And a little separated. If they run straight east, they could actually get between the squad, but they're wrapping around the edge. Godhand comes up behind them. Cheeky little loot being grabbed here. They've been like they've had to duck away. Apex Assassins eliminated for fun. Got a little engagement here. Oh, getting a little crack. Now, gonna walk up, keep the damage rolling. Yas says, let's go. And then he's gonna be put down. I kill only noob. Former Pro League gamers. On the lower scale, but still. High level competition they've been both in. And WK pushes back now. Now, Tread and Nox are now a 2v1 back in the favor of For Fun. Old man's getting moved out on and gets the Phoenix kit off. The OBDA 1v1 situation goes hunting. And cleans up. Quick little armor swap. Guess what? Third party Astronic Esport. Gonna do it with some aggressiveness here by all. They just look like they're playing it very slow. There's no regret life. Gonna be eliminated. Well, wonder what happened there. We're gonna move over to Classic, so NRL eliminated. As is Naos Esports in 10th. So again, Naos not quite living up to their first week from Challenger Circuit Split 2. NRL Leaving the door ajar a little bit for one of our teams to have a big game that are in the top 5 maybe. Just keep it interesting for our final game. And I see Chatter's caught up to NRL not grabbing a Kraber. Godhand eliminated. Oh no. Maggie Ball goes crazy from tracking bad. Oh, and going in with a little hip fire. Now the PK comes out. Classic going to be wiped out. No one need. Oh, NRL said no one need a Kraber. And I don't think there's one on the battlefield for anyone to pick up from their death boxes. But no one need. See now, Esports boxes being looted on the edge here. Looks like NRLs were right on top of them, so it looks like maybe some gatekeeping on the edge is what happened. Why 2 of our top teams fell. Stronic Esports still looking for some KP here. Rampart holding the door. They're going to have to make a move towards our end zone, which HKUF, it is sitting right on top of. They've got this one perfectly pulling towards them. It is going to finish right outside this building even, not even the one just down the hill away from it. They're going to be very, very happy. For fun, got to get back to... Nope, they're dead. HWN Esport as well. Leading them to the waiting room. No one need. Looks like they're getting back on the aggression train. Pushing on out to our low ground and looking to push up towards HKUF's location, or forcing Good Luck to be doing that. Don't think Good Luck is... well, Luck's running out. You believe in it. Another sense just comes in, says, let's get some KP here. Tank going to be taken out. Stronic Esport, they're eliminated as well. Not sure how, because the kill feed apparently is broken. But suddenly, Vanilla Sense, the only one standing here. 3 squads. MB, Good Luck. Somehow still standing. Could have gone for that res. Now dropping, being forced down low. He's just going to have to go after it. But MB, that ain't you. Good Luck eliminated. HKUF step out of their fortress. Put the pressure on. How much pressure will they put, though? Looks like they're going to play the waiting game here. No one need. Been able to reset. Gonna tank a little damage. Oh my god. Piercing Spikes got the knock there on Zambugs. That's embarrassing. In our final zone. Or Black Road's gonna be put down, but stepping out is Vic. Gonna put the pressure on now. We've got a little 1v1. Oxygen. Now Vanilla Sense goes hunting for it on the high ground. Got the beam. No one need. Who can get these final shots? Somehow clutches up. No one need. Should not have been able to win that. 2v3 them. Boy, oh boy. Upset there in our second last game of the day. Millicent Zambug tracking bad. Huge W. $20 kills, 776. They farming. A third of the lobby, another one. Let's have a look at that match summary. There it is, a 32-point game. No one need. Well, that's going to keep things interesting as they're going to go a little bit up. 15 points to HKUF in second. Losing potentially from Godspot there. Definitely should have taken that W, you would have thought. Let's have a look at our overall standings now. Going into our final game. No, it's not quite as interesting as we thought. No one need. Only had 9 points before this game. 7 points, I should say. So, even though a third of the lobby kind of game, they were only at 39 points. That means No Regret Life, with their few points from last game, are ahead 34 points. You're going to need a 23 kill game from Godhand or HKUF and a W to take the lead, with No Regret Life getting 0 points. Don't quite expect to see that, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be a GG's. NRL going to take the day, but we still got one more game to go. Now it's just a battle for second. Fairly even. Only one game between, really. Down to second, down to 13th, I would say. Only one game separating, even 14th, if you wanted to include everyone. But it's NRL dominating. And it looks like just waiting a few minutes until our next game. Let's see who's leading the kills so far. After 5 games, one more to go. And it's PP, NRL. No shock to see the 3 of them up the top. They are just dominating this lobby. "17 kills, 15 for when 1 wins 7-14. Then it's Cloverus next on 10, Zambugs with 9. Most of those coming in that last game. Final game in minutes. But it's NRL's day. They've been dominating. Probably too big of an ask for anyone to have a 23-point game. Well, not anyone, only 2 squads that can do it. And in NRL, I don't see them getting 0 points in this game. So they are being contested, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on them. But it looks like it's going to be all NRL. Got a minute or so until we start. Be right back to kick off our final game. Think we've had a little reset, so we're gonna have another few minutes until we get underway for our final game. We love that. Let's have a little look at that overall leaderboard again while we wait. So it looks like we're going to get underway here for our final game momentarily, thankfully. One squad's jumped out. YXED. For some reason they're dipping out. They're like, no, we're good. 5 games, we're done. Going to Storm Point once again. And I see a few people asking, how many teams go into Pro League from here? There is no Split 3 Pro League. You just go to the LCQs. And you got to perform there. So, good performance in Split 2 of Challenger Circuit does not guarantee you really anything at all. It just moves you over to LCQs if you're in roughly about the top 12, 13 spots. Probably 13, maybe 14 of Challenger Circuit 2. Then you go against those bottom sort of 26, 27 teams from Pro League. We'll have a few LAN teams confirmed for champs. And then it's the top 2 from LCQs, LCQ 1 and LCQ 2. Obviously, LCQ 1 leads into LCQ 2. And then the top 2 teams from that will go into the championship LAN. That'll be match point format. I'll be casting it here on the IMBR channel. See if we can get some high quality production for that, maybe even better than what we've already got. We'll see. So make sure to give us a follow and keep updated on Twitter. But it's game time. Let's go.
Opponent over there.
Game 6. The final game for our afternoon of Challenges Circuit is underway. Let's bring up that map and see where our contests will be. This game, is NRL getting one? No. Looks like not. Which is probably good for the lobby, because if they get early KP, well, games are kind of done, and they're kind of already done. If we're being honest with ourselves, NRL just too strong. Even though that last game, No One Need was able to get a huge game. But only 7 points leading up to that one. It's not going to do too much. For fun. Ronan. Need to jump to instead. Apex Assassins. Ronan, little load. Like trading knocks here with Ganbare-Oko-san again. PK. All swinging. Oh, who's got the better shotgun? Oh, there goes Ronan, only Marshall standing. Able to get the knock. Oh, he needs to be very careful here. Definitely does not want it. Needs to get real quick. Too slow to that thirst, that down shield causing issues, and JG. I want to come in, clean up the Apex Assassins. Their day is done. GG's. Ganbare-Oko-san going to be able to reset. Ken's going to be brought back. We take a look at that map once again.
That's got my name written all over.
And those beacons disappear off the map just a little bit. You can get your gamer back looted and booted. Ready to go to that Cascade Falls ending. And HKUF, once again, they are the team that has benefited the most from ring pulls today. Multiple games. I would say 4 out of our 6 games they have benefited from. Obviously, the last game took Godspot, controlled it, though kind of threw the victory. And then a few of those Southside endings from launch site to tree are able to rotate easily on World's Edge to start our day. But for now, we'll see how they play this one out. Going to be a few more locations wherever this one finishes. Oh, is it pulling up towards Naos Esports? They're pulling a little to the west here. You would expect so. Checkpoint. These teams, once they can sort it out. Classic's going to be eliminated. And guess who's doing that? It's this squad. NRL just getting some more points. Not that it matters at this point. They're going to be qualified for LCQ at the finale of this game. Now it's just matter of formalities. The game 6 to run out. And NRL might be looking to finish it on top. Fairly favourable zone for this squad here at Checkpoint. As HWN Esports wraps in from the west. And with a little stutter, we can start to control this building. So good luck. Moves in, Missile Swarm. Probably not really doing too much. It's up against NWK. You can see Rampart Wall right there, but that's either of these squads. Grenades come in through the windows to the walls. Who Where are those baggy balls? Oh, easy knockdown. Real getting a kill. Only no dropping from above. Like, this MWK is going to be taken out. Now only 15 squads stand as the round one zone closes in. And good luck, just grabbing a little loot all too easily. And he's got plenty of cells for that gold armor. And they'll just be biding their time. God hand, they've got to rotate north. Hydrocross running with his $2 store heirloom.
Nice fuel for an extended energy mag. Let's go that way.
Jump over to no one need. The big winners of game 5. Maybe they can finish off with another one. Can they take themselves up to second place? They go with little Mad Maggie Ball. Oh, Vanilla Sense going to be put down in the open by XDP. Now with one down, Young King want to get aggressive. There goes Zambug. So I guess no one need is not going to be getting another W. XDP just wants to beat this Bangalore into the ground. Just doesn't want to use ammo. Can you please stop flashbanging us, by the way? Please. Feel free to stop. What is wrong with you? Don't answer that. Everyone in the chat. Okay. It's just Apex fighting. Don't take it so personally, XDP. So, tracking bad. Takes the fight. Loses the fight. Their day is done. 14 squad stand.
Enemy spotted. Let's check out that area. Enemy spotted.
Kurosuke, Taiwan, and Willie Sissy. And are they gonna... Is Willie gonna swing, or is they gonna swing their Willie? Not sure. Just losing my mind. I'm still on board with bloody... the rampart. Not so much for that door. Let's see what that Sheila can do to some of these gamers on the interior. Door goes up, door goes down. Willie able to get a knock, but trading them. Oh, free beam in the back. Should be able. Oh, did that man just chow after getting beamed for 180? Who does that? Apparently he believes in himself though, so something with passion. DRG. Oh boy. Oh boy. SWQY putting up a bit of a... Okay, we're good. We're good. We're still here. Just, you know, apexing. NRL coming in for a little third party. Classic. Jump over to Gumbare Oxan, engaging up against Ash Esports. Oh, Kazi, a little low damages. Getting thirsty, maybe a bit too much, just trying to get some KP. Does Tank come in? And boy, oh boy, is this lobby good. Look at that ping move. Oh, line him up. and hit all the shots. And Tank gonna be able to grab a little loot. Damages, gets thirsted. No amazing recovery this time for Ash Esports. Well, it looks like Kazi's thinking, I'm just gonna crawl up, maybe try to get those banners. We'll check back on as we go to the Young King. Zins, Andrew D, and ex-DP. Not sure what they're the Young King of, but let's see if it's this building. As they get aggressive, HW and Esports. Now Noxy wants a little elevation. He's going to go to the tippity top of the mountain. But he is not halfway up. He's at the top. 25. Hits him with the missile swarm. 42. Finds some flesh as APAC-S gets N2D down. HW and Esports can take advantage. Oh, they're here in the res, but Noxy is just not sure where to play. Oh, Dort down. He's going to get swung on by the Young King duo. And they're going to go hunting together now. The engagement rages on, I think. Got a 1v1. Noxy is back up, getting a Phoenix kit. I'm going to go for the res here. Hearing that next res, so the Young King able to stand up fully as a squad once again. Now 2v3. Full free beam as they get the climb up, but they're coming from everywhere. Ash Esports eliminated in the interim. Now the Young Kings looking to get rid of HWN. We lose a couple of squads. GG's to them both. Their day here.
Come on, get to the spot.
Looks like Manus doing a little light knuckle cluster work here. Cascade Falls, where the game is moving. We'll bring up that map so you can see where our 10 squads are. Willie just chilling. I guess he's a chilly Willie. Up north, riding it up. Madness goes to work in the background. Knuckle clustering. Let's go to this engagement here for fun. Oh, go BDA. Very low. Coco needs the beam, but it's Tang getting the knock there. Going for the res as well. Trying to get the team fully back to their feet. Manages it now, can get a little aggressive if required. Or can just back up and heal up and get ready for the next one. They go finding a solo, but isn't actually the duo here. And now they can still keep it aggressive. They need to be very aware of their surroundings as Yas is put down. As you can see, and here, out of light ammo, and they're on real low. They're going to need to finish this fight off. A little change up in weaponry. All going to be put down. And there goes Gambari Oko-san. GG's in 9th place. Third party is Godhand. Arkstar gets the party started. Orn gets a little stun, I'm sure there. Yes, we woo. Yes, we do. Yes, we beam. We're going to clean them up here. We're going to smoke them out. No more granadas to throw at them. The God Hand is on to burn through those knock shields. While Cloverist, further away. Taking the time on this engagement. Cloverist being called in for reinforcements. Now, no down shield to be bothered with. Oh, nice swing there by Dracois. And Tank gonna be eliminated on the aggressive play finally from God Hand. They're gonna be able to quickly loot and boot. Jump over to a little hemlock from the young King Zing. 69, nice. Moving up now. Still moving south towards our end zone, but they got a team in front of them at this little lagoon, this little slice of paradise. North of Cascade Falls. On charge rifle. And just looking for the doorway. Where the laser beam comes out. A little smoke. A little heat. The 7 squad stand, the 4th ring starts to close in. No regret life, the team they're engaging against. PP with that gold R9 cooking. Arcstar, oh, lands on the man and double knocks with 2 Arcstars. Young Kings, my Kings, do not eat Arcstars. That's not good. Now just gonna grab a little loot here nice and quick. It says, let me just loot and boot, keep it moving. Young King's going to be eliminated with a little assist from the ring, and teams down below. Nails Esports comes to say hello. That is not the way. Nails Esports backs in. Suddenly no more door.
I didn't say anything.
We can cruise over here.
And Willie still out here solo. Living his best rat life.
Let's check out that area. Target over there.
So NRL moves into the east side. Astronic Esports here. Oh, we love that bug. God Hand on the elevation, putting shots out towards No Regret Life. Is anyone gonna get on top of the Ferris wheel? Looks like no. But now, they hear the waters down below, indicating that someone is creeping up on you. Mobile res has come down, a little extra protection for No Regret Live. Let's jump over to the other engagement raging on. A few teams on the main building here at Cascade Nails Esports. They're going to be taken out. No Regret Life is just getting a few extra points to confirm they are indeed number 1 in Challenger Circuit Split 2 Week 2. Godhand looking for him. Finds a little damage, taking it a little back. HKUF, once again, just getting easy placement points in these games by, well, partially the ring just being very favorable. A little RNG goes a long way. Astronic on the interior. A first top 4 situation for them, I believe. NRL, though, it is their day. They're just doing a victory lap here. Looking for a cheeky little peek and angle. Finds it. Farms it. So who's taking this W here? Who is taking this W with our final zone closing in for the afternoon? Place your metaphorical bets because I haven't got a prediction up. Maybe I could. Maybe I'll do a little prediction. No, I won't. Can't be bothered. That seems like a lot of work. There it is. There it is. God hand. Claiming the high ground. NRL going low. Nice little spot. Astronic still on the interior here. Up against HKUF. Be careful of your angles. Just wanna check it out. God hand here. Oh, the beam. What are you flying up? You already knew they were up here. Clover just says, get back down. Oh, but his teammate's being put down by HKUF. Astronic steps out now. Need to get some big beams in. HKUF taken out. Oh, Astronic. They are living dangerously. Oh, just beaming. Beaming! Win 7. Oh, that's not allowed. This man is just cooking the lobby. Jesus, NRL confirms they are the best. Challenger Circuit split to week 2, dominating with another victory. That Nemesis just cooked the remainder of the lobby. GG's. And there it is. No regret life. Another dominant victory. 16 kills. $28 points. Astronic Esports 10. Godhand 11. Let's go straight to that overall leaderboard. But we know who's up top. 102 points. Literally double second place. Godhand 51. HKUF 46. 40 for no one need. Astronic in 5th with 37. But NRL just pooping it in. Double second place. That is all too easy. Whew.
We have our Apex champions.
Congratulations, no regret life. You are Challenger Circuit number 2 winner for Split 2. They're moving on to the last chance qualifier. And we'll see that in a few months on this channel. GG's. And of course, to shock to no one, NRL on top of our damage leaderboard, 1.5k to win 7 PP. Just a little over 1k per game. Then Yo BDA, the 4 fun squad, and then it's Wen 1. So all NRL up there and our top damage gamers. Let's see who's done the kills. Same story. NRL on top there. 23, 21, 18. Clover is the next closest to him with 11. And then it's Sandbugs with 9. But it's all NRL day. PP 23, your kill leader, your apex predator for the Well, big GG's, NRL on top all too easily. Double second place. We'll be seeing them in LCQs. We got a month until the next Challenger Circuit, so we'll have to figure it all out then when the next squad is going to be introduced. Ladies and gentlemen, we are done for the day. Thank you for watching. Kind of got nothing else to say. NRL on top today, all too easy. See you in a month or see you tomorrow for United OCE. We got Pro League scrims as well on this channel. Make sure to follow us on Twitch, on Twitter to know what's happening. I'll see you real soon. Have a great night. We're done. I'm Brad. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye. Stay for the raid. We're going to raid someone. Let's go. Bye.